Hey everybody, it is your girl Connie McMillan, also known as the Sobriety Queen. No longer the alcohol fiend. It has been a minute. I am super excited to be back with another episode. Listen, if you are just tuning in, make sure you become a subscriber so you stay informed on all the videos that I drop, all the inspiration. Also, make sure you are sharing this with your other people, right? Because listen, if you don't know anything about me, you must know that sharing is caring. That is my motto. And I want to come in and give you 5 ways that you can identify that alcohol just ain't your friend. It's just not your friend. Listen, for me, it took me a long time. If you know, or if you don't know, I am 7 years sober. It took a long time to get to this place. It is 2021 at the time you are watching this video. Just celebrated my 7th year early in January 16th to be exact. And I'm super thankful. You know, my mom struggled with alcohol abuse, use, and dependency. My grandfather, I just found that out, y'all. I just found that out. We've got to understand that it doesn't just start with us. So that's the first reason. You know, find out, where did it start with? Who did it start with, right? A lot of times we think it started with us, right? It didn't just start with you. It started way before you. It really, sometimes family members don't want to, be truthful about things, but the reality is it started with other family members, right? I want to jump into this list, but y'all know I could talk, right? So what's the first reason why, alcohol may not be your friend? Listen, if people are saying that you're not the same person when you drink, when you're under the influence, you may be more giving, you might be more emotional, right? You might be crying like how I used to, or you might be more aggressive, like I also used to be. Those are sure signs that, alcohol is definitely not your friend. It could be a chemical imbalance for sure. If it's altering your behavior, and people are quick to identify that repeatedly, right? Not just a one-time thing. Definitely, I would say repeatedly. I mean, we could have those instances where, you just not yourself in the moment. It happens. But if people are saying that you've changed often every time you drink, that's a sure sign. Number 2, when you go out to restaurants, are you deciding, those restaurants because they got the big drink, right? That was me. If you are from New York, I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, and I used to love going to BBQs, and it was not for their ribs, and, it was for the big drinks. So if you're someone that are choosing restaurants because the beverage option is better, right? Because it is Tipsy Tuesdays or whatever the slogan they have going on now. They always got something going on. That could be a sure sign that, alcohol's not your friend and you're making altering decisions, to support your need to drink. What's another reason? If you get very angry when people are saying that, what, I'm not drinking tonight and maybe you shouldn't either. When people are looking out for your best interests and you're taking it to a whole different level, if you're saying to yourself or to them, listen, don't tell me what to do. I got this. But meanwhile, they're simply just offering you, a suggestion, which could most likely be beneficial. You might want to heed to it. That was me. And I say these tips are just, again, ways to identify, your relationship with alcohol. It's just not something that we want to get involved with. So if someone is offering you a suggestion as to maybe not tonight, maybe have a little cranberry juice today, let's just not have the Long Island iced tea, and you are combative and you are, saying like, no, I got this. And you've said that before, but yet you drank and it wasn't a good outcome, that could be a problem, right? That's number 3. So number 4, what if every friend you have drinks and you drink as well? What is that saying about you? If you only want to be around people that are drinkers, you don't want to be around anybody who ain't drinking, who ain't the turned up queen like you, that could be a problem. It says that, as the phrase is, we are the sum of all of our friends, right? We are who we surround ourselves with. So you might want to reconsider, your environment. Who is it that you are surrounding yourselves with? When I drank, I can promise you, everybody drank. I didn't hang around nobody that didn't drink. Now, I wasn't one of those people that judged you if you didn't drink. I probably said, girl, have a little something. But I wasn't like, like, why don't you drink? I wasn't the questioner because I was too busy drinking. So I wasn't worried about if you wasn't drinking. It was like, oh, you wasn't drinking more for me. Not that that was a good thing by the end of the night. But if you are one of those people, all of your friends drink, you don't want to be around anybody else who does not drink, that could definitely be a sure sign that alcohol isn't for you and you are attracting more and more of, bad habits, right? You're attracting more of people that are not elevating you. And the last reason that alcohol may not be for you, does it keep you stuck? Are you one of those people like I used to be, having a list, writing out what you want to do, what you want, goals you want to accomplish, verbalizing them, even if you're not writing them out? Are you one of those people that are saying like, I am going to achieve X, Y, and Z. I'm going to do this today or 5 years from now or whatever the time frame is, and you have not completed any of it? Right? You know it's in your heart. You know it's your desire. You know you have the ability to do it because we all do. But procrastination sets in, doubt sets in, fear sets in. You just keep making these broken promises over and over and over to yourself. And again, it doesn't mean that you won't fulfill those, because I too did that. I was one of those people. I made all sorts of promises to myself, especially under the influence. But at the end of the night, or by the end of the day or the next day, I didn't do anything. It could be something as simple as, making sure I was going to clean up my house. I was going to prepare an amazing dinner. At that time I was married, doing all these different things. Whatever the goal was, it never was completed because I was just in that moment happy, right? Alcohol gets us in that moment. We're very happy. Most of us have used it, for myself, used it because it made me, it heightened my, my excitement to do things. It gave me that, it was my, my go-to thing. It was my booster, my happy mode. Meanwhile, it's a depressant. But either way, I never fulfilled and carried out those tasks. So because of that, I found myself in even more of a depressed state, more of disappointment, more feeling like a failure, just feeling all messed up inside, feeling like, undeserving, just beating up myself even more. And so if you're one of those people that you're putting off things, you're not doing the things that you want to do, you're aspiring to do, you said you would do, be it big or small, alcohol definitely is not a sign. It's not a good thing for you. You should definitely pull back. Now, of course, I would not just give you all these tips as to identify how alcohol would not be good for you. What are some of the ways that you can make the adjustments? Well, first you got to identify one of the things that I've just shared with you. Out of the 5, I don't care if it's just one that you recognize, maybe all 5, I don't know, only you know. But even if it's just one, make sure you take the time to not just, identify it, but maybe you can literally just look at that and say, do a little bit more deep diving and ask yourself, what changes can I do? What support can I, reach out to? Definitely you can reach out to me as a coach. Of course, I want to be here to help you and be able to give you the right support that you need. Of course, I have free resources available to you. You can click down in the description. They are all there. Also, my book will be a great tool for you, Alcohol Fiend to Sobriety Queen, 25 tips for putting down the bottle and picking up your crown. That absolutely will be a great resource for you. Listen, and if you need even further resource, absolutely make sure that you connect with me. Let's get on a free call and let's see how I can support you even further. Why? Because your life deserves it. Alcohol will still kill and destroy, for sure, while we are, keeping ourselves bottled down in our pain and shame and regret. That's not what your life is meant for. Your life is meant to prosper. Your life is meant to elevate. And even in that pain, as I once was, I promise you can turn it all around. You have everything you need. This is your Sobriety Queen, Connie. No longer the alcohol fiend. Now I am the quiet sobriety queen. And I know for sure you have something amazing inside of you. I want to make sure that we pull it out. So make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you connect with me. I can't wait to support you, queen. You got it. Know that I love you, but God loves you far more than I ever could. Take care. Till next time.